Welcome to Front Page. Have you ever felt like your AI is gaslighting you? You spend all morning training it on your project. You go for a quick chai break, and when you come back, it's like you're a complete stranger. Today on Front Page, why your AI is ghosting your previous conversations and the high-stakes race to fix the amnesia at the heart of artificial intelligence. Well, we've all, of course, experienced this. You ask ChatGPT or Gemini a question at 10 a.m. It's brilliant. It answers very sharply. You ask the same thing at 6 p.m. It gives you a very blank stare. It's not a glitch. It's a memory crisis. Humans have a life story. AI only has a context window, a temporary workspace that gets cleared like a slate after every session. This memory gap is the biggest hurdle between having a useful tool and having a true digital partner. I'm of course sure I don't need to refresh your memory to like, share, subscribe. Today's large language models don't actually learn from experience. They don't accumulate knowledge across time. They don't continuously improve. And when you, of course, update them, they very often overwrite what they already know. This failure mode has a name, and it is called catastrophic forgetting. Teach the model something new and it forgets something old. Upgrade the system and you risk erasing past capabilities. Humans don't work this way. Well, most of us. You don't forget how to ride a bicycle because you learned to drive, yeah? Your brain runs multiple memory systems operating at different speeds all at once. AI doesn't until now. Today, Google DeepMind released a research paper that could actually change this trajectory entirely. Just a paper introducing a new idea called reinforced attention learning, or RAL. And underneath it is something even more important, which is a new learning paradigm called nested learning. So traditionally, AI models are trained to optimize outputs, predict the next word, predict the next token, predict the next action. Google's new approach shifts the focus inward. With reinforced attention learning, the model is no longer rewarded mainly for what it says, but for what it pays attention to internally. Attention itself becomes trainable. So in simple terms, the model is taught not just to answer correctly, but to consistently focus on the right information, even as new data arrives. This is subtle, and it's profound. Under the hood, this introduces nested learning. So instead of treating a model's, architecture and its training algorithm as separate stages, nested learning treats them as a system of interconnected optimization loops. Some components update fast, handling short-term context. Others update slowly, preserving long-term knowledge. Google calls this a continuum memory system. It mirrors how the human brain simultaneously manages short-term memory, long-term memory, and lifelong learning without forgetting who you are every time you learn something new. To showcase that this is beyond just theory, the researchers built a proof of concept model called HOPE, very aptly. And the results are striking. HOPE outperforms modern recurrent models on language modeling. It handles long context memory better than state-of-the-art systems. It avoids catastrophic forgetting by updating different components at different speeds. And of course, it does this without brute force scaling or massive retraining. And this is about models that can keep learning without erasing themselves. And this development obviously lands at a very critical moment. The AI industry is obsessed right now with scale, compute, monetization, ads versus subscriptions. Google DeepMind is very quietly working on something more fundamental. How to make AI systems that learn continuously, improve from experience, and remember what they have learned already. If this approach holds, we believe it moves AI away from being a static snapshot of training data and closer to being a living, learning system. And of course, for now, as always, here is the front page take. So the next time your AI gives you a very brilliant answer at breakfast, but starts acting like a total stranger by dinner, don't take it personally. It's not a mood swing. It's actually just the physical wall of how AI learns today. But Google DeepMind just showed us the exit door. No massive launch, no flashy marketing, just a research paper that might finally give AI a long-term memory. And you know what, honestly? That's exactly how the biggest breakthroughs always start. And you know what? We at Front Page are very proud to always bring you those biggest breakthroughs, because this is exclusively being broken to you on Front Page. You won't find this anywhere else. And of course, before we say goodbye, I just have to say this. If you're tired of your chatbot having the memory of a goldfish, please hit like, share, and subscribe. And of course, always remember, think AI, think reinforced attention, think AIM.